hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game, between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Lombardi Trophy waiting in the wings tonight. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt here, and the narrative we are all focusing on this evening, partner. In the franchise's first ever appearance here, can they win it all?
And we're focusing on it. The country's focused on it. Everybody on the outside is focused on it. But here's the deal, Kate. If they're going to get it done, they've got to play light, not tight. And that is so much easier said than done on this stage.
With the eyes of the world watching, we are underway from the Super Bowl. Josh Blackwell to return it. This makes it up to the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes, and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now. Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble, but it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. The shotgun to give to Swift. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Drops it underneath, Swift. And they will face a third down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Williams with the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Chicago.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down, here's Swift. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. A pickup of 17, and that'll be first down Chicago.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Running with Swift out of the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams off the play fake. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's on target to Moore. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got 1st and goal. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Williams set to pass. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Jaguars nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. With Quint Allen to return this. He's got Lane up past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long. You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes it's breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Here's ETN on 1st down. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Thomas Jr. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Dive play straight ahead. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
No run, ETN. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Lawrence working from the gun. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest, but man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just the feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5, and to finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Blackwell now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Steps up, and he's running with it. And Williams is going to get them the 1st down with a slide at the end of it.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bears.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 9.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
So we're officially through 1 here in the Super Bowl. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Santa Clara coming up. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have it on 2nd and short. A draw now. This is Swift. Line up the design keeper. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Williams on the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Williams. Connects on the crosser. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be first down Chicago.
First down Bears.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a second quarter lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Jaguars 7.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This is Allen to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, Lawrence trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. He's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. One in behind center with Swift. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Pass brought in by Burden. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. One of the tight ends motions right. 1st down throw by Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Bears.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
On play action, Williams. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. They run with Swift. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Santos' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
So that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Bayshul-Tootin now on the return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Lawrence throwing here. And downfield, and Myers has it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. We've set it downs from the 37. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Complete, it's Myers. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Go with him, go with him.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Lawrence working from the gun. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars making a 1-score game before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game.
Jaguars 14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Blackwell now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He can run it. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Williams set to pass. Running right side by Moore. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. We've set it down from the 37. Williams to throw on 1st. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, Williams to throw. Deep shot doesn't quite work out. That's an incomplete pass.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the air yet again, Williams. Stepping up and he's going to run. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. And with field position and the clock against them here, probably not going to see anything of substance. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll start the second half with Etienne. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They go right back to Etienne. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Now toss it to Etienne. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Montez Sweat who took him down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. On play action now, Lawrence. Go right side, caught by Thomas. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
The toss left side, it's Etienne. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He's going for it himself. Lawrence is hit, the ball is loose. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
13 more.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Etienne again. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take the lead right away in half number 2. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead.
Jaguars 21, Bears 17.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Blackwell now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Williams off the play fake. Downfield, on target to Burton. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Williams on first down. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. It could go right over their head.
He's going to have this one down to the 28. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be first down Bears.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Going to run again with Swift, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Third down, here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Santos' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. This is Allen to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Out of the gun, a give to E.T. Advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. He's got it over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Lawrence now off the play action. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's going to be second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Once again here, second and 10. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. No throw, third and long. Got his man, Thomas has it. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Completes another one to Thomas. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Sticking to the air with Lawrence. And they take this in for the score. The Jaguars grow the lead to 7. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead to 8.
Jaguars 28, Bears 20.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Blackwell now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Here's Swift to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Williams will look to throw. Has the connection to Smythe. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That one gains 7. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
First down, Williams. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. That's more on the quick slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's nabbed by Komet. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup on the
You know,
play.
Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set now. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying grounded with Swift. And he cuts it back right. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Gain of 21 yards. First down, Bears.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They go with Mananga here. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Design bootleg here. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. On target to Moore. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. One in behind center with Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Working from the gun, Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears down by only 2 in the 4th. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He has it! And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This is Allen to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jaguars send Brian Thomas Jr. readying for another drive on offense. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now give, it's Etienne headed left. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. This is ETN into the second level past the 30. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
To Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Counter give to ETN. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Loss. It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Back to throw it. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off. A turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Williams to throw on first. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Bears needing a couple. We've set it downs from 37. Williams on first down. Steps up and he's running with it. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
And the Bears first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop it.
Oh, he lost the football! And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears jump in front now by 5.
Bears 33, Jaguars 28.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, and this is 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there, 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The 37-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. This is Washington. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. He'll look to throw it. They'll look underneath here for ETN. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
Back to the air, Lawrence. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now.
That makes the score Jaguars 36, Bears 33.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. And Duval is going to get loud and stay loud. The Jacksonville Jaguars are Super Bowl champions. Well, Brock, as 53 players celebrate amidst the confetti and applause right now, we got to tip our cap to the one who's led this group all season. Only 2 rookie head coaches had ever taken their teams to a Super Bowl win, and now today a third one joins them.
Yeah, every team has the chance to usher in a new era. When they make a change at head coach, we see it all the time. But it all comes down to choosing the right leader to bring in. No doubt now, this was the perfect person to steer this ship and bring out the very best from this roster. And together, well, they were able to achieve something only a small fraction of players and coaches ever get to experience.
So for our entire crew here at EA